Today I'm sketching in paper by 53. Hi everyone, Steve Elliott here again with my favourite drawing app, Paper by 53. I'm trying something a little bit different today. I'm still sticking with the inking theme that I've been using in this sketchbook, but I'm going to use coloured inks and coloured washes. So in other words, the watercolour brush and the inking brush. And I began by putting a light colour over the whole of the page with sort of local colouring, like a bit of a watercolour wash. And then I began sketching in this flower. Now, this flower is in my garden, and I don't know what it is. I should do, I know that, but I'm not too good at gardening. So any of you people out there know what this is, if you put it in the comments, that'd be appreciated, because I'd love to find out. My daughter bought it me actually, and each year I've got it up some trellising, and it grows 2 or 3 feet up. It's sort of a climbing plant, and then it gets scorched by the sun and frazzles up. Well, this year I thought, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm actually going to water it, because my garden gets full sun from 12 o'clock onwards, and unfortunately it did get a little bit burnt, and you can see some twigs behind the flowers and that went brown and frazzled. So then I thought, right, I'm going to start watering it. So I have started watering it, and I water it every day religiously, because we're having a real hot spell at the minute, and it's looking great. So there you can see I've got 2 flowers on it, and more are on the way. So I'm well chuffed with that. So I thought I'll do a little study and sketch this out with coloured inks, and I'm using kind of quite pastel inks, not really darks. So I'm going to, this is a bit more of a outline drawing, and then putting in the tone with the washes, rather than what I've been doing lately, where I've tried to get all of the tone in with cross hatching and sort of putting big black bold lines in. So much more done with the watercolour washes with this. The thing I like about this app is, I know I'm only working on one layer, but the watercolour washes don't disturb the ink. So you can put your drawing down and then go back over it with the washes, and it doesn't lift the ink up at all. It's very much like working with traditional media. So it is like working on a proper sketchbook. And I was just using these colours and a few purples, a few greens, just adjusting the sliders. There you go, you saw it there. Every so often to get a lighter tone or a darker tone. And I really work, if you look at the colour palette there, I work with 3 colours, the sort of the pink on the left, then that sort of dulled off green or bluey green, and then there was a more vivid green, the 4th one along. And I also do some inking work with white as well, to put in some veins in the leaves. You'll see that a little bit later on. So what started off as it is a really crude sketch anyway. There's nothing special about it, and I look at it now, and it's, especially the bottom flower, it's not very well executed, but it was just an exercise in using the brushes really, and the washes, and I wasn't too worried about the flower. If I'd have been using this in another app like Procreate, I would have used the transform tool to tidy those petals up and make them more evenly proportioned. But as it is, it doesn't really matter too much. It is a sketch. And as I always say about sketchbooks, they're not really meant to be shown to people. They're for your own use, to sort of develop stuff and ideas and things. But I don't mind sharing them, and I definitely like doing them. So long as people realise this isn't a finished piece of art, just a sketch, that's cool by me. So as you can see, I do strengthen up the colours quite considerably. and I had a little bit of a blue-green into it. I thought it was all looking a bit flat because I was just using one sort of tone of green. So then I stepped it up a bit and added some more, and then I put a few little raindrops, as you can see in there, and then outline them. Again, nothing too fancy. I'm not going for realism or anything like that. And that is it. That is my sketch in paper by 53. I hope you've liked this video. If you have, big thumbs up as always. It's much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing because I have lots of videos like this. Bye.